If we fell off, then we back. Now I saw the throne at that moment, I sat down. We are the warriors. You get what you see. You mess with the game, then you messing with me. Cause we are the warriors. We'll make them believe. Cause we are the warriors.
It's finally upon us as the Bowling Green Falcons host the Northern Illinois Huskies here at Cochrane Stadium tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the broadcast. I'm Luke Clamart, joined by, for the first time this season, Will Earhart. Will, welcome.
Lucas, thank you. It's great to be back up here in the saddle with you. It is bright. It is balmy. It is beautiful here in Bowling Green tonight. We're going to have a great game.
A chance for a little bit of a revenge game for the Falcons, Will. Last season, NIU eliminated this team in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament right here at Cochrane Stadium just this last November. What are just your thoughts on the matchup and kind of the mindset for Eric Nichols and the squad?
It was two close games last year, 2-1 losses both times. I know the players certainly have that in mind today as they get out there. And, you know, these teams have started pretty differently this season. BG on a roll so far. Northern Illinois, not quite so much. So certainly at home, BG will look to capitalize on the home crowd. But this is an important one as MVC play gets kicked off.
And we talked a little bit about off camera about some players that you've been just really impressed with the start of this season. Who are some players for our listeners at home that are listening to us, a player that you're looking to spotlight?
I love watching these Bowling Green attackers this year. Goals have been sometimes hard to come by over the last couple of seasons, and Trace Terry is off to a hot start already. And Bennett Painter is someone who's actually only missed 2 minutes so far of action the whole season. He's been Mr. Dependable up there in the attack. So I'll have my eye on them today, see if they can continue the momentum at home.
The 42nd all-time meeting between these two programs has been pretty even. Falcons right now trail this series, 19 wins, 20 losses, and 2 ties. A chance to even it up at 20 apiece and 2 losses. Bowling Green and their home whites from head to toe. The Northern Illinois Huskies and their away red. We are moments away from kickoff here. Friday night action at Cochrane Stadium. Can't ask for a better setting and a better night. Underway once again here at Cochrane with ball all the way back to Ethan Wilson.
You know, sometimes, Lucas, it can be a little bit difficult to track depending on the jerseys, but the all-white and the all-red is going to make it real easy tonight.
True indeed. Well, let's go through Bowling Green starting 11. First, Kyle Cusimano, Josh Erlinson, Taylor Dyson, Andrew Schaefer, Alberto Anaya, Bennett Painter, Matt Christensen, Gus Peacock, Trace Terry, Anthony Hernandez, and, as always, in goal, Brendan Graves. Your thoughts?
Well, you'll see BGSU line up with those trademark 3 central defenders who kind of will mix and move depending on how the play flows. Again, I'm just excited to watch those 2 attackers up top. You can already see Trace and Bennett starting to get position, stretching that defense with 2 up top.
And for the Huskies, Adahan Arleson, Tom Deline, Luka Vasic, Ethan Wilson, Jacob Drozic, Zachariah Thomas, Jose Gomez, Taylor Davis, Kevin Kelly, Joe Hernandez, and Ben Suddeth rounds out their starting 11 for the Huskies as the Falcons on the attack here down the ring. Dyson, a nice little back heel looking for Bennett Painter, puts in a cross, headed away from Vasic, and then cleared away from Deline. Attack still alive for BJ. Anaya takes a bump and a free kick in a good position early on for the Falcons.
That's perfect from Anaya because he's going to both, I think, earn the free kick and probably take the free kick, right? And this is right in his range.
We've seen him score from this range before on these set pieces, and you have 2 right there on your screen who are not familiar, or no strangers, I should say, to scoring set pieces, Taylor Dyson and Beto Anaya.
Well, you can see them discussing, but there can't be any too much doubt who's going to take this one. I think if you get bundled over, you've got privilege to take it, I think.
We'll see if that's accurate as Beto Anaya has a chance to give the Falcons' first real chance of the game, as you see a lot of Falcon fanatics behind the goal for this Friday night action, where the Falcons looking for win number 5 on the year, looking to make it 5 for 6 in this young season. We'll see if it's Dyson or Beto. It'll be Anaya. Anaya deflected off the wall out of bounds and a corner kick.
Nice little routine. I like the stutter step run up from Dyson. Doesn't quite come off, but we'll see how they might mix it up later in the game.
Someone to watch for on these set pieces, definitely Josh Erlinson.
And it wouldn't be a BGSU game at Cochrane Stadium if we didn't have the trademark corner kick routine from BGSU, lining all in a row, and we'll see him split off here as the kick is taken.
Anaya free kick. Terry looking ahead on that one. Can't get it. Last touch off a Husky. It'll do it again.
Did well to attack the ball there. Wins the header and ultimately the corner.
Corner kick for the Falcons.
Here's your senior captain from Mexico. Another in-swinging ball on the way from Anaya. Good ball in. Terry looking at a heads on it. It flicked away, not cleared convincingly. And up for BG throw.
Great chance there for BG. 2 in a row. They managed to, Trace Terry manages to cause some mayhem there in the middle. Keep the pressure on here in the final third.
Long thrown on the way from Cusimano. Just one to Terry. Terry flicks it on to Schaefer, and it's not clear to Bennett Painter. That shot takes a deflection. Handball not given as Terry keeps the play alive. Erlinson crosses the deck, and that's cleared away from the Huskies.
So much happening. Trace Terry, an absolute menace in the box. We'll see if he actually loses any headers tonight. Shout for a handball would have been harsh. You've seen it given, but would have been harsh.
I'll do it again from the same angle. Cusimano header flicked on Schaefer, looking for Falls to Painter, and the shot goes in! Bennett Painter gets the Falcons on the board. He cannot stop scoring.
What a goal here from. The goal is given. I'll just note as you see the replay here, the officials did consult with each other down on the right-hand side. I'm not sure why, but the goal is given to BG. Great start to this game. I'm not sure Northern Illinois has even really passed the ball 5 times so far. It's been all BG, and a great start here to Missouri Valley Conference play.
The NIU team that's coming off a 6-2 loss to Kansas City. They lead 6 goals, made a change in net in just 5 minutes. Like you mentioned, well, it's been all BG to start the game, and Bennett Painter gets his 4th goal of the season. The Falcons in an early lead.
Well, one note of caution to Falcon fans who are watching, and even just the last game, you know, Northern Illinois trailed 3-0, and they did come back, get close at 3-2, and made a game of it for a while. So there'll be no point tonight that BG should feel too comfortable. Northern Illinois has demonstrated that they have the capacity to take a punch or 3 and still come back.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because at one point last match, Falcons a 3-0 lead over Butler was shortly cut down to just a 1-goal win, 3-2.
That's right.
And that's something that Nichols talked about post-game, is he wanted to see him defend a little bit better in moments as Dyson tried to hit us up here in the press box, but it goes just right in front of us to the fans.
He doesn't like the attention being given to the attack so far, I think. Well, it's a great start from BG, exactly what they would have been looking for to kick things off.
It's a Husky team that's welcoming back 5 starters from last season. The team, like you mentioned at the top of our broadcast, that beat BG in tournament play, beat them in back-to-back games. So a lot of turnover in the squad, but a couple of starters who went all the way to the semifinals last year and took Western Michigan to overtime, eventually losing in the semifinals. It's a little bit too physical there from Cusimano.
Well, you like to see that from Cusimano. If you're going to err on the side of being a bit too physical or not physical enough, you want to see him go into the tackle.
That's Ehahen Arslan on the goal for NIU. A lot this season has been Caleb Pearson. So they elected to make a change after been a pretty poor defensive start for NIU so far, with 5 games played and 16 goals conceded, now 17 tonight with 6 games played.
just a moment ago, you love to see a confident goalkeeper. Brendan Graves, who's got something like 7 saves a game, I think, receiving that ball, just keeps it on his feet, makes the pass. We'll see if he can continue that confidence here today with some more big saves.
Foul called. Falcons take the ball quickly. Here's Schaefer. Look to give this one to a 9-no foul call. That one was picked off from Gomez. The Huskies looking to build a little bit of momentum the other way. As opening 5 minutes up until the goal was all Bowling Green. A big night tonight, Will, as it is alumni night, alumni weekend. A lot of former alums have played for this historic program all through the years here tonight. As you look right in front of us, packed stands.
It is definitely busy here tonight at Cochrane Stadium. We saw a few alumni before the game wander out onto the field, maybe relive a couple memories. It's great to have everyone here tonight.
Kusamal throws this one to Painter. Painter looking around to get past 1 and 2 Huskies, and then Wilson gives this one back to Schaefer. We'll go out of bounds for a Husky throw. Talked about all the history between these two teams. You have to go back to almost 50 years ago, 1974, when these two teams first met. That was an NIU win in DeKalb 4-2. And fast forward to the 42nd meeting all time tonight.
Well done there from Taylor Davis, the number 9 for Northern Illinois. He's found himself in space here on the near side a couple of times. Something to watch as this game progresses.
And now looked to give that one to Painter, gets it back as it took a deflection, but stolen away. There from Drozic. The Huskies look to counter. Here's Kevin Keller, look to give this one back to Drozic, and a nice sliding challenge from Erlinson.
Great tackle there. Showed a little bit of closing speed coming in as well.
We were talking before we got on air, Will. Josh Erlinson's brother, Jacob Erlinson, was a standout here as well on the back line, kind of taking the footsteps after his brother.
Sure.
In that role as well.
Yeah, I don't want to take any credit away, you know, from between either brother. Certainly they have similar profiles in the way they play, and it's great to have at least one Erlinson still on the roster.
Heavy touch from Peacock, able to win that one back. Rides the challenge, and rides 2. Vantage played on as Painter looking to find Terry through. Terry trying to get that one, but Fon comes out to clear that one away.
Fabulous play from Gus Peacock there. Can't be stopped, and I almost thought he might just keep on going all the way up the field. Good advantage play from the referee as well. Turns into a dangerous chance.
The ball is picked off from Davis. In the final outlet, here's Kevin Kelly, who was one of those players who started in the Missouri Valley Conference quarterfinals game in November. As the Huskies are on the attack. Here's Gomez looking in the box, and Hernandez will be the first one to meet that one and clear that one away.
Dangerous attack there from Northern Illinois. Good reminder that all it takes is one moment, one passage of play, and this game can be tied. All started there as well. I think that was Hernandez in the middle. Pinged that ball outside of the boot. Very sweet. And almost led to a scoring chance.
That one's cleared away. It'll be another throw in for the Huskies. Hernandez once again wins that one header. An underrated part of his game, the sophomore midfielder, is his defensive work rate. He's been pretty much everywhere. He was everywhere last year, kind of an off-the-bench spark, and now getting a starting role this season.
When you see him move around a little bit, I love him as a classic number 6, able to protect the defense, and also he's got an eye for a pass. I remember a few times last season he started a couple progressive moves, especially when he teams up with an Ion. See if he can find another pass like that tonight.
And the Christensen have complemented each other so well. And the holding midfield role. Here is a star man on the ball. Anaya gives this one to Painter. And Painter looking to rip a shot of his own, and he does. Takes a block off of Vosik and goes out for another BG corner.
It's a great example, Lucas, of the value of just being optimistic and pressing the issue. You know, not the highest likelihood to score from that distance, but has the ball, takes a shot, wins a corner for the team.
It keeps the backline guessing as well.
Corner kick
Absolutely.
for the Falcons.
Looks like this one's going to be Anthony Hernandez down in this near side. See if they elect to take this one short to Anaya, to his left. And it looks like it's actually going to be Beto Anaya. A little bit of trickery. Anaya, out swinging ball, looking for the runner, Erlitzson! Oh my God, excuse me, Cusimano actually was crashing. What a goal that would have been, Will.
That would be one I think we'd remember for a long time. And, you know, it's actually been a corner that's given. I wonder if that took a deflection pretty quick, because from here to the naked eye, it looked like he might have just pushed it wide, but took a deflection and yet another corner kick for BG.
So take number 2 from this far side. Anaya. First one to meet that one are the Huskies, cleared away. Only as far as Peacock. Hernandez keeps this one in play. Peacock's gonna swing this ball in. It's a good one. As Arlen looks to come out and collect that one, takes a bump, and a no foul call.
Well done from the keeper there. Come out, be brave, catch the ball.
Long ball from Gomez, looking far side to Davis. Davis keeps this one in play. Here's Kelly. Deline, Drazik, looking back to Davis. And he keeps this one in play, so a Husky attack here near this far side. Deline, Kelly works a shot. That one's blocked from Bennett Painter.
Well, Kevin Kelly looking to make this his 3rd straight game for a goal for Northern Illinois. You could see that angle just open up, but he couldn't quite get the shot away.
And look at BG building out of the pressure from the NIU attack, and Schaefer's got a lot of room. And he finds Beto in the middle.
He's got Dyson streaking down here.
Dyson streaks, puts in the ball. Painter first arriving, finds Terry, and Arslan will collect that one. Nonetheless, good build-up from the Falcons.
Another great attack from BG. Can't quite get it, neither can Terry. But those two have already combined very nicely early on today. I'm not sure, I think I remember someone highlighting that duo as someone to watch. I think they've been exciting so far. And one goal already, and certainly, you know, we're about 15 minutes in, and BG looking the more likely to score again.
You patting yourself in the back there a little bit?
You know, Lucas, you're right. That was me, I think, who highlighted that. Well, no, I think anyone who can read a stat sheet and watch this team for about 15 minutes knows that's a dangerous duo. And compared to some prior seasons, you know, BG has been scoring at a much higher rate early in the season. 12 goals now already. They'll be looking to add to that tally tonight, but maybe more importantly, to continue that trend as the season progresses and we really dig into conference play.
Hernandez long switch to Cusimano, flicks this one to Schaefer. Wilson comes arriving, and Schaefer can't bring that one down. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And finishing up on that duo, well, 7 goals between Terry and Beto. Beto and Bennett Painter and Trace Terry this season. 7 goals. One to 2. Beto Anaya has 2 goals himself as well this year. So that attacking triangle has just been really good to start this year. Like you said, 12 goals now in 6 games, so that's 2 goals a game.
If that trio can keep that rate up, this team will be able to build on what has already been a very successful start. I think the rubber is really going to start to hit the road as we dig into tough conference play. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, those games where it's not just a tough opponent, but you've got a little bit of a history with them as well, can always change the complexion of a game.
And the history goes back to all the way in the Mid-American Conference when both these teams competed in the MAC.
That's right.
Just about a couple years ago. This is both teams' second years in the Valley. So that history kind of just carried over into this conference, and they made history already in this conference because, like we mentioned, ended the regular season last year in DeKalb. Falcons had a 2-1 loss. And then in tournament play, had a loss as well as the Falcons get a lucky break here off of bounds. Anaya going to give this one to Schaefer. In the box, Andrew Schaefer puts a couple moves on the step. Working on Sudduth, and now puts it across to Terry, and his header goes over the bar.
Schaefer doing work, putting on the dance moves on the far side. I was just thinking, Lucas, can't wait to see him up close in the second half as BG attacks the other direction. Great work there to get that cross in. Creates yet another scoring opportunity for the Falcons.
Goal kick that just will sail out of bounds from Arslan, and another turnover from NIU. And Painter, a nice little move to get around. Crossing the box, punched away from Arslan. Play still alive, it is not cleared convincingly. Hernandez picks up the scraps. So works on it, but good work, defensive work from Kevin Kelly.
Just quick feet there from Painter to create that chance. Goalie comes out, does well. You've got to be a little worried that he feels compelled to make that intervention at this stage in the game. It shows you the Falcons are really pressing and that the Huskies are struggling to stamp out some of those attacks.
Here's Schaefer once again on this left wing. Schaefer. So a couple moves. Is going to give this one to the overlapping Cusimano. Cusimano crosses into the box, headed away from Wilson. Still not clear convincingly. Hernandez tags this one. Oh, what a save from Arslan.
I don't know if the shot or the save was better. That first time contact was so sweet. I thought that was hitting the back of the net, but what a save here on the replay.
Corner kick.
You can see this bounce out. Look at that first time, and the shot down to his right. Oh, what a save.
Would have been a screamer.
That would have been a screamer.
Falcons are looking to double their lead in this first half. Anaya once again on the in-swinging ball. Anaya. Bosic is first to meet that one. It's going to fall to Dyson, who's trying to tag one of his own. The bar, and that one a little too high.
Falcons are flying high, but one note of caution, Lucas, at some point, you got to start converting these chances. How many times have we seen a game be one-way traffic for 20, 30 minutes, and suddenly one substitution, one moment, the sun goes down, the weather drops, and suddenly the other team is on the front foot. So BG really should be thinking about putting another one or two of these away so that the Huskies cannot come back later in the game and make them regret it.
You are right. It is saying it's 2-0 lead. One of the most dangerous things in soccer, but also one of the most comfortable ones depending on how the game is going. Doing that second goal definitely will help the Falcons in this one. Fast and furious start in this first half. End-to-end stuff, mostly on the NIU's end as Falcons had a great start offensively. Here's Schaefer turning on the Jets once again. Here's Christensen. Pass. Didn't quite get that one back to his dance move. Schaefer finds Christensen. Splitting ball to find Anaya in space. Schaefer again puts in a cross. Wilson will clear this one again. And trying to build out and try to start a counterattack of their own. Here's Gomez trying to get the ball at his feet. He does so well. To Dalin. Both teams at Cochrane Stadium so far this year have been pretty high scoring, 5 goals, both the right side home opener and 3-2 win over Butler last Saturday. They have one so far. Bennett Painter's goal is so far the difference as Peacock with the header and earns the foul. What have you made of Gus Peacock's play so far, Bo? You know, he kind of earned the start down the year in the back line because of all the injuries they had in the back three. And now, starting this year, he's won that right center back spot, and he's done pretty well.
He's a really strong presence. He's strong on the ball, strong in the air. To me, he profiles as just a classic Bowling Green center back. Everything really kind of carrying on the tradition of some of the great players we've had over the last few years who, you know, have found themselves playing a little bit professionally as well. I'm sure might be in the back of his mind that he might want to go on and do that as well.
Well, an absolute standout player in Wyoming down in Cincinnati. Because he has a thing to do here. That won't get past Erlinson. Cusimano will hit the clearance. It's going to fall right at the top of the box. Christensen will cruise one away. Still not quite good just yet as Thomas picked this one up for the Huskies. Looking back post to Davis. Dyson's first to meet him. Dyson draws it. Work this way all the way back.
BG is very disciplined and organized defensively.
It is, yeah.
I've been impressed so far. When they lose the ball, they're able to get their shape and get back where they want to be pretty quickly, doing pretty well in transition and pretty well when they're also just defending.
Falcons once again put out that NIU attack. Anaya there chopped down from behind. All the way out to Basic. Started all 16 games last season for this Huskies team, one of the captains. He anchors the back line once again here in 2024 for 8th-year head coach Ryan Swan. Here's Kelly looking for Thomas. Cusimano is that header not cleared convincingly by Christensen.
Exactly, yeah. So we're just trying to find the best space to do it. So that what we just did.
While we have a moment, visit WBGU.org for free educational resources, PBS Kids content, and to stream local shows 24/7. When you see it stops as Graves, let them come out and meet this one. Once again, just finishing on this one, PBS Kids content and to stream local shows 24/7. Including Scenic Stops and Stories, BGSU Pregame, and The Journal. Some of the few shows that the WBGU PBS puts on. Cusimano's pass was picked off there initially, but a great sliding challenge there from Painter. Keeps this one alive. Here's Schaefer. Cutting inside on his right, finds Anaya. And look how far up, well, the BG back line is back through all the way across midfield.
It's a testament to how comfortable I think they feel in this game. Ooh.
Dyson's cross was looking for Terry, was first to meet from Wilson, and go out of bounds.
Obligatory shout for handball for the Bowling Green attackers, but I think nothing doing there. That was well defended.
Here's Anaya down to this right side, gives it to Dyson. Dyson swung this one in looking for Painter, trying to win that header, goes over the back there of NIU center back. And it'll be a foul.
No surprise at the foul call there. You know, sometimes you see those 50-50 balls, but that one felt, I think he got a little bit of a boost from his shoulders there.
A little bit too high of a jump there from Bennett Painter. Last year, Missouri Valley Conference all-freshman team. Had 28 goals and 13 assists as a senior at Anderson High School down in Cincinnati. Was a standout down there, and 4 goals on the year already, and 2 game-winning goals as well. One against opener Wright State and one against Michigan State on the road. And so far, if it finishes this way, he's got a 3rd. Here's Kelly once again. That one's taken away by Painter. And it looks like you just went out of bounds there. Being thrown for NIU.
Looks like one referee might have let him play on, given that there were shouts for a foul as well, but elected to give the throw.
They were repainting the lines down there before the start of the broadcast. So don't know if that had to play a little bit of factor in that, but
that extra 6 inches was not quite enough to keep the ball in play.
here's Erlinson. Try to give that one to Schaefer. That one's taken away by Davis. Trying to give that one to Kelly, but his first touch let him down. Dyson looking for Terry. That was a red well there from Bosic.
Little thing that's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but that was a great, just harry from Hernandez, just to get back on the back of the Northern Illinois player, force him to pass it back. Then Hernandez turns around, trots back, and what could have been a quick counter from Northern Illinois ended up coming to nothing. Didn't make a tackle, not going to show up on any stat sheet, but great positioning and awareness from Hernandez. Been enjoying watching him so far.
Some of those little things that maybe the casual viewer might not quite pick up, but something that's such a big part if you talk to any coach and how a team operates.
The intensity of all your players is important, but I think there's maybe some positions where it's particularly important, and he's certainly in one of them.
Falcons will switch the side of the field to the left to Cusimano. Looking to add a second before we end the first half. There's about 16 minutes and change left to go here in the first 45. First Missouri Valley Conference game of the year for both these squads. Falcons finished 4th, NIU finished 5th last year in the Valley. Here's Dyson. Gives this one to Christensen. Dyson again. Looking for Christian's third and deflected out of bounds. Before we do so, well, it looks like Dyson will check out of this one for Jake Lane.
Falcons is number 16, Jake Lane.
So the first substitute used this game for both teams, and the first one for Eric Nichols. Jake Lane started first few games of the year. His father, Rich Lane, played soccer at BG from 1985 to 88. There's a little bit of family blood in the Lane family as Cusimano puts this one in. Cleared out of bounds, cleared away, I should say, from Ben Suddeth. Back to Terry, he's gonna find this one. Schaefer takes it on the volley and right to the hands of Arslan.
A great initial header from Peacock just to get that forward. And of course, who else but Trace Terry wins the second header and creates another chance for BG. You'll see the replay there. Great header from Peacock. No surprise that Trace wins the next one. And another opportunity for BG. Great to create these chances, but as the game slows down a little bit, first half goes on, legs start to get a little bit tired. They'll sure wish they put away one or two more of those.
And right now, you have to say, Brendan Graves hasn't had too much to do in his own box as Christensen loses that one in the midfield.
He's had to be alert, but that's about it so far. Not called on to make any saves.
And Painter comes in a little hard on that challenge. Ref will stop the clock, and no card's going to be issued to the sophomore forward, but a little bit of a talking to.
I would have been surprised to see a card, given that there's been no escalation to date. his first notable foul. Referee had a good conversation there. We'll see its impact on Bennett as we move forward.
Arson clears this one up. Arlington can't head that one away. Peacock's going to have to chase this one as Davis. Alerting on that one. Davis gets around Peacock. Davis crossing the box, cleared, and first one to meet that one was Cusimano. So a little bit
Dangerous there for Northern Illinois. Great counter. Peacock did well to win the initial ball, but not able to ultimately prevent the cross from coming in.
Thomas trying to put that one in play. And out to Terry, and then a giveaway as him and Schaefer not on the same page. Sudeth keeps that one in play all the way back to Wilson. As that giveaway goes out of bounds, while we have initial moment, be sure to tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. for Scenic Stops and Stories on WBGU PBS, or stream full episodes for free 24/7 at wbgu.org/Scenic Stops. That one will roll out of bounds. Get thrown for Huskies deep in their own defensive end. Here's Hernandez picking up the loose ball, and look at that little quick couple of moves in the midfield, and gets tripped up by another 22 on the Huskies, and the first yellow card of the night issued for Joe Hernandez. So that was Hernandez on Hernandez action there in the midfield.
That was, and no real surprise to see that given in real time. I think it met the eye test for probably being worthy of a yellow. Might be a bit harsh. I don't know that he hasn't been a habitual offender here in the first half, but certainly Hernandez forced his counterpart to go airborne there. So no huge surprise to see a yellow given.
Obviously, if you had to pick a man of the match right now, you'd probably go Bennett Painter because he has the goal, but Anthony Hernandez has been superb in the middle of the pitch for BG. So another set piece opportunity for the Falcons. And you would have to guess it would be Beto Anaya on this one. In the box for BG is Erlinson, Cusimano, Terry, and on the far side is Jake Lane. Painter, nope. Schaefer, nope. Anaya, yes. In-swinger, Terry, header, and into the hands of Arslan.
I don't know if we keep stats on this, Lucas, certainly not live, but Trace Terry is winning an astonishing percentage of his one-on-one duels.
It's part of his game that's really improved from last year, especially too. He's always been good in aerials. Obviously, he's 6'3" as a forward. That's what you're supposed to be good at, but he's been exceptional this season. Here's Gomez. Out to Thomas, looking for Kelly. Thomas will give this one back out to Gomez. Gomez will overcook that cross, and it'll go way out. And it looks like that one is going to go out of bounds for a BG throw.
Well, just over 11 minutes left here, Lucas. I think the prerogative for BG, at a minimum, do no harm. So keep that 1-0 lead, and I do think they're going to go in at halftime if the score is still 1-0. I think they're going to really focus on converting some of those chances. They've done a great job creating chances, but not converting chances.
So 4 subs coming in, 2 for each. Jake Bergen coming in for the Falcons, and Raiko Bodurov, the freshman, coming into the game for Trace Terry and Andrew Schaefer. It looks like Hernandez is going to go out to the left wing, and Bergen will be in the midfield with Christensen. Falcons have a little bit of defending to do. And Bodurov first into this one will pressure. Two subs coming in for the Huskies, Josh Squires and Braden Beard, a transfer from Drake, coming in for NIU for the final 10 minutes to go in the first. Peacock looking to switch the play. Can't do so. Here's Kelly. Squires couldn't quite control that one, but NIU will retain possession. Long ball over top looking for Gomez. Offside flag will go up.
Well, as Coach Nichols starts to make some substitutions, starts to move the pieces around the chessboard, you can see which players he trusts to play multiple roles. Such a value to your team if you're able to move around a little bit and still carry out your instructions.
Virgin looking over the top for Cusimano, who's stayed all the way up from his left center back position. Wilson tries to clear that one away. A little bit too much contact there behind the back from Virgin. Arlinson chases that one, clears it away. Hernandez comes back to meet Beard. No foul called. Huskies still on the attack. Hernandez, though, picks up the play. A nice little move from Painter, and a little bit late on that one as Taylor Davis came from behind and Painter tried to release the ball and couldn't quite do so.
I don't think Painter realized he was being closed down quite so quick as he swung his leg through to hit that ball through to Jake Lane. Unfortunately, it does come through the back of the leg. Number 9 for Northern Illinois, Taylor Davis. That is not one that feels good, but it looks like he's going to be able to continue.
So it looks like NIU is going to turn this into a set piece opportunity from just about midfield. Or I was wrong.
Well, they certainly lined up that way. I wonder if that was still intended though, and intended to maybe draw them in and then catch them out, but did not quite come off.
Turnover in the middle. Gomez and runs over the ball as Bergen picks it up in the midfield. Here's Bodurov. Freshman getting on the ball for one of the first times since coming in. Painter out wide to Lane. Turns on the moves, finds this one to Painter. Painter going to cook it across. Painter's crossing the box, headed away, all the way out to Christensen. Feed this one back into Bennett. Painter trying to work around two Huskies and unable to do so. Long ball over the top. Erlinson's going to have to chase this one one-on-one with Kelly. And Erlinson does well to win that battle and earn the throw.
I want to go back just a moment, Lucas, to that free kick from Northern Illinois. I know it can look so silly when a free kick doesn't come off, right? And I think that might have been one of those moments for Northern Illinois. But for what it's worth, when they pass that ball back to the goalie, if the BGSU backline does not move as one forward, if just one person doesn't move forward, then when the goalie plays that forward, they could have a 3 or 4 on 1, depending on who exactly has been caught out. I think that might have been what they were going for. Maybe they saw something on tape that made them think they could get away with that. Didn't come off there, looked a little bit silly, but you know, in theory, one BG player makes one wrong step and it could have actually worked out pretty well.
Some great analysis there, as certainly right. The little minor details do make the difference. As Bodurov is on the attack. Knocked out of bounds, but a long throw coming up for Bowling Green. Here's Kyle Cusimano on this far side. Cusimano looks for Erlinson. That's Suddeth there first to meet that one in a BG corner.
Already, I think their 6th corner kick of the game so far, Lucas.
For the Falcons.
They've been to look to see if they can convert one of these corner kicks, as they've had so many, and not just earning the corner kicks, but consistently winning the first ball. Let's see if someone like Trace can do that here again.
Naya on the swinging ball. Erlinson wins that header, and that one's headed over the bar. And I believe that actually might have been Kyle Cusimano. Cusimano, also a player that we mentioned, played striker in his first couple of years, midfield striker in his first 3 seasons with Eric Nichols, and then last year and this year moved to center back. So he's been a staple at the back line, but he's one of those players where you can put him anywhere on the field and he's going to do good.
He can do a job just about anywhere. Now, if Hernandez had been able to control that, I think he would have moved into man of the match status so far. You saw him try to flick that leg around and control it. Almost pulled it off, but not quite.
Suddeth trying to clear that one up the field to Squires. Picked up from Bergen.
Still 4 minutes left here, Lucas, so something might happen or emerge, but for me, this first half, it's not so much about one player versus, it's 7 or 8 out of 10s across the board for BG. Everyone's playing well, they're playing cohesively, they're playing together, they're on the same page. They're clicking in all the right ways. It's just the finishing letting them down a little bit, but it's been a great performance in this first half.
And a nice sliding challenge from Christensen to keep the play alive, and Naya looking for Hernandez, not quite on the same page. And so much of that, like you mentioned, came in those first 5 minutes of the game, that BG just constantly down the end of NIU and eventually rewarding from their endeavors with Bennett Painter finding the goal. Has been so far the difference.
Great header from Gus Peacock. It immediately leads to an attack from BG.
It's a great ball from Jake Lane as Ethan Wilson slides out to clear that one away from Bodurov. A line splitting pass from the sophomore winger. Long throw once again from Cusimano. Takes a bounce in the box, and Arslan will come out to get that one. Arslan up quick to Kelly. On a 3-on-2 if NIU can hurry, but BG's got numbers back. Here's Kelly with some space. Daytona State College transfer.
It was great work from Jose Gomez and Taylor Davis of Northern Illinois to sprint forward and create out of nothing a 3v2 opportunity had they been able to take advantage. It was great hustle to get in a great attacking position.
Hernandez overcooks that one on Bodurov. And I think you kind of summed up the first half a little bit for the Huskies there. They've had good positions in the attacking half, but they just haven't been clean with that final pass, that final ball. Just haven't been able to make anything and really test Graves.
Yeah, a real difference would be, I think BG has failed at the final hurdle, and Northern Illinois maybe failing at the second to final hurdle, not quite creating the chances that BG is creating, but BG's not converted those chances.
Be a throw in here this near side for Jake Lane and the Falcons. That one's picked off in the middle from Squires, but once again, BG just quickly winning the ball back. That's been a big difference too in the midfield battle this first half, is winning the ball off turnovers and winning those second balls after not winning the first. Nice little back heel from Painter. Hernandez can't find a 9 in the midfield. Davis trying to cook this one across, and Brendan Graves comes strong to collect that one out.
Well done from Graves, really stretching through the whole entirety of his 18-yard box, but knows it well and able to claim.
So as the seconds tick down here, the Huskies will get on an attack. Erlinson defends there on Thomas. Able to wins that battle. Peacock looks for Painter. Sudduth wins that aerial duel. Seconds left to go here. Painter with some good pressure and knocks the one out of bounds. So, well, that's probably going to do it for this first half. Overall thoughts?
A great half from BG. They'll be disappointed that they didn't convert more of the chances. And for Northern Illinois, I think they might be heartened by the fact that they were able to withstand and soak up a lot of that pressure, not concede again after a disappointment early, and they'll want to come out in the second half and start to create a little more chances.
Still only a 1-goal game here at Cochrane Stadium, but the difference so far this first half, a goal from sophomore forward Bennett Painter once again, as the Falcons take a 1-0 lead here at halftime over the Northern Illinois Huskies here in their first Mid-Missouri Valley Conference game of the season. We'll take a quick break here and get you back with some of our halftime thoughts here on WBGU PBS YouTube channel.
At Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
Hey Falcons, and welcome back to the first edition of Back of the Net this season. I'm Lucas Clymer, joined by sophomore forward Bennett Painter. Bennett, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me. I guess first question just to start off this year, you're having a really good season in your sophomore campaign. 2 game-winning goals so far, 1 against Wright State, 1 against Michigan State. How high is your confidence right now, and how you been doing this season?
I mean, my confidence is very high. Like, I'm very confident every time I get the ball. And just like our team overall, our team is very confident. But I mean, coming off the loss, it was kind of unfortunate. But we're going like we have a lot of potential in our team right now, and we're very confident on how we're going to do after this. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, the team is coming off kind of a heartbreaking loss against Michigan. We lost 2-0, but the team is still 3-1 overall. What has kind of just been the difference from this year compared to last year? Has anything changed?
I think we have a lot of more experience as a team. Like last year, we had 10 freshmen. A few were starting every now and then like getting minutes and everything. So just the experience of all of us knowing what college soccer is like, and it's just it makes the difference. And I mean, we only lost 3-4 players, so it's just the experience makes that difference.
Yep.
And a lot of fans probably don't know this. You personally, you played at Cincinnati United Premier, which is a club near the Cincinnati area. Very good team in terms of the rankings in the state of Ohio, but also very good nationally as well. Kind of just talk about your time there. How did that program kind of help you develop as a player, but also as a person?
They helped me so much with my recruiting process to get to college, and it was just there's so much experience through the club and everything, and there's so many connections through there. It was awesome, and like obviously it's a pretty high level club, so it was perfect fit.
Something else fans probably don't know is you have a couple of teammates on the team that you played with at Cincinnati United as well. You have kind of a favorite teammate you like to play with?
Um, I like playing with both of them honestly. When we would play club, it was domination. I mean, like Will would just he wouldn't let anything through. Gus wouldn't let anything through. It was just we had very good chemistry coming in here, so it was awesome.
Yeah. And finally, this is your second season with the team. I know that it's only been a year, a little bit into your second year, but what has so far been your favorite part about being a part of this program, being a part of this team, and being a part of this winning culture, but also the Bowling Green community in general?
Like you said, the community and the winning culture. I mean, those are the best two things. Like you just said it. It's our winning mentality and our culture that we're not going to get outworked by anyone is that. I think that I love that. And then the community, it's a whole nother thing. It's amazing. You know you're going to get a lot of fans who care about you at the game, and it's just makes it's just insane. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Bennett, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
The Falcons are back at home this Saturday against the Butler Bulldogs. Kickoff for that game is at 7 p.m. at Cochrane Stadium. And for more information on BGSU men's soccer and for BGSU Athletics, you can follow us at BG_FMSN. See you next time.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree, secure your future at BGSU.
There's a reason Bowling Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepare students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
We are beyond grateful to Mo and John for their incredible generosity in gifting the Terraflex floor to our BGSU volleyball program, a gift that now proudly bears their names. John and Mo aren't just our biggest supporters, they're part of our family. Their unwavering commitment to our team touches the heart of everyone here, and the love our players and staff have for them is beyond words. This remarkable gift is more than just a court. It's a symbol of their deep friendship, loyalty, and endless belief in BGSU volleyball. The Mo and John Stansbury Court will be a place where dreams are realized, victories are celebrated, and lifelong memories are made. It will forever remind us of their kindness and the love they have poured into our program. Their continued dedication and support mean the world to us, and we can never thank them enough for all they've done. Mo and John, we love you more than words can express, and you will always hold a special place in our hearts.
We're so grateful for our new court. It looks so cool. So thank you so much, John and Mo. We love you guys. And we're so excited to play on it this Friday.
Yes, we love you, John and Mo, so much. This is beautiful, and we're so grateful for you. We love you.
We are beyond grateful to Mo and John for their incredible generosity in gifting the Terraflex floor to our BGSU volleyball program, a gift that now proudly bears their names. John and Mo aren't just our biggest supporters, they're part of our family. Their unwavering
Halftime here at Cochrane Stadium. The Falcons won, the Northern Illinois Huskies 0. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Luis Clemmer, joined by Will Earhart. Will, pretty good first half for the Falcons. What some individual performances stuck out to you?
You know, the individual performance that really stood out to me was Anthony Hernandez. I thought he did a great job shielding the defenders and also participating a little bit in the attack as well. And we really touched on in the first half that this collective whole of BGSU players did a great job working together. It's a unique game where we can pick out individual performers, but I really think the team performance so far is what has set them apart and created such a dominant first half for BG.
Well, let's read some of the first half stats. Shots, Falcons 12 to NIU's just 1, so really good defensive play for BG as well in the first half. Saves, Arsenal had to make 3 saves in that first 45. Graves had to make nothing.
Yeah, I think that really, that stat, I think really highlights what we touched on just at the end of the first half. The idea that BG is failing at that final hurdle. They're creating chances, but they're not converting them. Northern Illinois is failing 1 or 2 steps before. They're not even creating the chance that allows them to make something happen. And so that's reflected in that shot total, just 1 for Northern Illinois. No surprise for 12 for BG. Honestly, if you'd asked me to ballpark it, I probably would have guessed 15 to 20. It felt like a lot of one-way traffic, especially those first 20, 25 minutes where the Falcons were really on top.
So if you're the Falcons of Eric Nichols, what are you doing in the second half to make sure you secure a victory?
If I am Coach Nichols right now, I'm preaching more of the same. I think, again, the collective effort was great. The intensity was great. We talk about winning 50-50 balls, but, I mean, it felt like they were 60-40 balls. It was really BG winning the first and the second ball most of the time. If nothing else, it's going to be keep your head and convert your chances. You know, the big discrepancy in the stats that you just pointed out, Lucas, 12 shots, but I think just 3 saves for the Northern Illinois keeper. That tells you that something like 75% of the time, check my math, but I think that's right, those shots are not getting on target. They're going to want to at least get the ball on frame here in the second half. If you do that 12 more times, I think you're going to score more than once.
That'll do it from us here at our halftime report. Bowling Green 1, Northern Illinois 0. We are just a few minutes away from second half action here at Cochrane Stadium. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the BGSU men's soccer against Northern Illinois here on WBGU PBS.
At Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
There's a reason Bowling Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepare students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
Under the lights here at Cochrane Stadium, getting ready for second half action. Bowling Green 1, Northern Illinois 0, as we are just about a minute left here to begin second half action. It's the first game of the 2024 Missouri Valley Conference men's soccer for both these squads. Once again, thank you so much for making us a part of your Friday evening. I'm Lucas Clymer, joined with Will Earhart here on WBGU PBS. And Will, it's been a good start for the Falcons this year, looking to make it 5 wins in the first 6 games. Had a couple of pretty good tests on the road, Michigan State and Michigan. Obviously beat Michigan State, took a tough loss on the road to the Maize and Blue. But regardless, it's been a good start of the year, and I think a lot of that came from the first game of the year against Wright State. You know, a rivalry game, Battle of I-70 for the I-75 Cup, down 2-0 at halftime, and they scored 3 unanswered goals and got the win.
You know, that game is a great testament to the type of games we often have here at Cochrane Stadium this time of year. Such a contrast to the first half. We started, it was 80 degrees, the sun was shining, and here we are as the second half is about to kick off. Couldn't be more different. The temperatures dropped 10 degrees. We're under the lights, and we need BG here to see if they can replicate that first half performance. The scoreline doesn't quite tell the whole story. A dominant first half shown up in the stats, and we'll see if they can start to convert some of those chances.
So the one change going into this second half, as you see the goal scorer right there on the screen, Bennett Painter, sophomore forward, 4 goals now on the year to go along with the assist. And as it stands right now, his 3rd game-winning goal of the year. We'll see if that holds true. We got 45 minutes left to go here. One change for the Falcons. Jake Bergen comes into the lineup, so Christensen and Bergs will be in the middle of the park. It looks like Anthony Hernandez will go out wide right. For NIU, looks to be most of the same. Checking in for them is number 11, Sam Divis, sophomore forward. So one change as well for the Huskies as we begin the second 45-minute action here at Cochrane.
As we get started here, quick reminder for those in the Northwest Ohio area, admission here at Cochrane Stadium is free. Freddie and Frida, the Falcons are here. And really quick, right away, the Falcons starting the second half like they started the first on the front foot.
Arslan will come out to meet this one. And like you're mentioning, admission is free. It's a fun family environment. A lot of fans in the stands for Alumni Day. A lot of former BG greats watching this current Falcons squad, and a lot of future greats once it's all said and done when their time is over.
Well, each season, Lucas, as it starts, we wonder, what is this BG squad going to look like as we get to the middle of the season, the end of the season? That's when you really want to hit your peak. But you can't forget the first part of the season. You don't want to dig yourself a hole. BG's done the opposite this year, 4-1 to start the season. A contrast to some previous years in which I think the program has felt like they played well, but didn't quite get the results to match those performances. This year so far, the exact opposite. Some great performances and great results. If they can keep that going here in the second half, they're set up well as Missouri Valley Conference action starts.
Schaefer down the left side. Andrew Schaefer cooks across. That one's blocked out of bounds for a BG throw. As we've seen them do so far this season, using Cusimano for these long throws. There's only back 2 defenders for BG is Gus Peacock and Matt Christensen. Cusimano swings this one in the box. Header flicked the wrong top of the box. Painter trying to go for a brace. That one's blocked. Still alive and falls right to the hands of Arslan.
Well, Painter is enjoying a lot of chances, right? He's kind of positioning himself just a few yards back of those frontline players. He's had a few chances to volley that in the net. Converted one, of course. Has had a few others that have been blocked.
Here's Bergen. There's one Hernandez.
Coach Nichols has seen something that he likes, splitting Hernandez out wide. And even just here, that was a long ball looking for Hernandez on the far side that he did manage to get to.
Was looking for Terry. Painter was lurking, but cleared away from Vasic. Attack still alive for the Falcons. Here's Schaefer, turning on the moves, cross in the box. It falls through, and once again, Vasic first there.
A great footwork from Schaefer. We highlighted in the first half. I think I mentioned that I was excited to see him a little bit closer on this side of the field in the second half. Just a taste of why that might be.
Cusimano now dribbles up, takes a challenge from Kevin Kelly, who's worked his way all the way back. Here's Schaefer. Loose touch, Cusimano. Picked it up, no foul called. It'll be a throw-in for NIU.
Just a moment ago, I love Cusimano staying on his feet when he could. That's the kind of thing that's going to buy you some credibility later in the game, depending on how this sorts out.
And that one just hopelessly cleared away from Wilson. And BG on the attack, still looking for that second goal to double their lead. A shutout is also something that Bowling Green's only done once so far this year at Michigan State. A shutout would be pretty key here for the Falcons in terms of the confidence building in the back line, and also good for the stats as well, including Brendan Graves. As NIU on the attack here, here's Drozic, crossing the box and blocked from Merlinson. And it's going to end up being an NIU corner, something we did not say much in the first half.
Corner kick.
It's been a good defensive performance so far from BG. We highlighted that not even a lot of chances created in the first half from Northern Illinois. They weren't quite getting to that final step. I want to continue that here in the second half if BG wants to keep their first clean sheet at home this season.
Gomez and the Huskies looking to find an equalizer. And swinging ball into the box. Graves can't meet it, and they got it. Tied game. And it looks like that flag is actually going to go up. Or no, it's going to be or as a goal. Ref stopped the clock. Luka Vasic and the Northern Illinois Huskies have tied it up at 1 apiece. So a little bit of confusion, Will, in the box. But regardless, there's no shutout for the Falcons, and we're tied up.
Well, as always, the commentator's curse, Lucas, as we're just discussing the importance of keeping a clean sheet, is the moment that Northern Illinois equalizes. Not clear to me what the Falcons are asking for here. Certainly at a distance, it's a corner kick. There's no offside. Looks like a clean header, a great win in the air for Northern Illinois to equal the score. And that really underscores that you can create all the chances you want. And that's what BG has done in this game. They've just about done whatever they've wanted to do. But what they haven't done is convert. And so all of a sudden, despite statistical dominance, and the one stat that really matters, it's a tie game.
All it takes is one. And you mentioned early in the first half, up 1-0, but if you don't take your chances and double the lead, you leave the door open for the opposing team to find an equalizer and give the Huskies credit, as they've done so, offset pieces. And their captain, center back, Luka Vasic, gives the Huskies the tying goal.
Now we will see if that goal changes anything for either team. There's an understandable, perhaps, inclination for Northern Illinois to sit back a little bit, right? They've got back on level terms, but if they do that, they're going to invite even more pressure than BG's already brought. They've still got 40 minutes to go here. That's a long time to keep a clean sheet, given how many chances BG's already created.
BG on the attack once more, looking to quickly retake the lead back at Naya. Looking for Cusimano. That one's just cleared away from Kevin Kelly. Be out for a BG throw. Long ball here once again for Cusimano. Wilson wins that one on Terry. And back to Anaya, a left swinging ball, looking for Terry, and he flicks that one across the face of goal and bounces just wide.
Another chance goes begging for BG. You love the response there from conceding the goal. On the front foot, creating yet another chance. And Trace Terry winning another header.
Vasic taking this one. As it looked to play short, trying to build out of the BG press. Here's Painter. Gets a slight deflected off of that one. Goes out for a Husky throw. Looks like referee will stop the clock here, and maybe a little time wasting from the Huskies, or maybe something else. Regardless, we play on. Here's Drazik. Was looking for Thomas there on that left wing, out of bounds. Turnover, BG. Virgin gives this one to Terry. Going to find Hernandez. Back to Bergen. Hernandez gives one back to Bergen. Swings it across. Arslan couldn't punch that one away. It's going to fall to Painter. Falls to Anaya, who takes it on the one time. And it goes just wide. Well, we want to talk about strikes. That one would have been one for the record books.
Great job creating chances from BG in response to that goal. Really a continuation of the story of the first half. Two quick chances created, neither of them on target.
Divis wins that battle with Cusimano initially. Falcons win it back.
Well, perhaps an omen for the second half of things to come. Number 11, Divis for Northern Illinois, was in a great attacking position about a minute ago when they had the ball with the throw-in in the far corner. He chose to track back and mark a BG player instead of staying in that advanced position. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come here in the second half, if Northern Illinois ends up sitting back a little bit versus getting on the front foot and trying to push forward and get yet another goal.
That cross was over hit from Hernandez, goes out of bounds for a goal kick, trying to find a ball to play. See Arslan talking with the Falcon fanatics behind the goal. So 36 minutes and a little bit more left to go here in this second half. 1-1 and a goal from Luka Vasic in this second half has tied things up. And the Huskies looking for a second. Here's Thomas. Terry does well to stop the attack. And so much of what Terry Nichols talked about that a lot of people underrate is his defensive work rate. He's a very good defensive forward, as he is obviously a normal attacking forward, scoring goals. And that was an example there.
Well, they had a great partnership with Eli Shope last season. I think they were pretty terrible to play against with how hard they worked and how big they were throughout the game. I think it'll be the same here. Keeps that work rate up, and good things happen for BG.
Here's Virgin. Out to Cusimano. Cusimano looking for the run of Schaefer. Not a bad idea, but cleared away for a throw. They'll once again take this throw long. Cusimano. Flicked off from Brunson, and Schaefer heads that one right in front to the hands of Arslan. Another good look for the Falcons.
Great chance there. And I'll say this, another chance created. They got that on target. They keep that up. You create enough chances and get them on frame. Some of them are going to go in.
Hernandez puts on the moves and puts on the jets on Thomas. Defended well. The ball stays in play, and good defensive play there from Thomas. Hernandez doesn't give up on the play. A throw in for NIU.
Well, I think at halftime we were sitting here thinking more than likely that BG was going to win. But, you know, Northern Illinois University got a recent history of winning some games nobody thought they were going to win. Of course, the football team with that massive victory over Notre Dame last weekend. To shout out to all our Huskies fans who are listening and familiar with that result. And we'll still be looking to do something similar here in this second half. Push on for an improbable second and end up stealing a victory here at Cochrane.
Cusimano looks long once again for Schaefer. Chested down initially. Cusimano back to Schaefer. Puts it to Burge, a nice 1-2. Back to Schaefer. Loses footing initially. Gets it back up. Nice skill move, not once, but twice. And has that one block out of bounds.
Well, you saw Schaefer lose his footing a couple times down there. The temperature's dropping. The grass is going to get a little bit slick. Legs are going to start to get a little bit heavy as this game goes on. So that'll be something to watch for as BG continues to press.
There's Anaya picking up that loose ball, carrying on the block. And it's going to roll right to Arslan.
A great example there of the work rate out of possession from BG. Comes to nothing, but you do that enough times and they're going to win a ball in a very dangerous area.
Terry has this one down to Schaefer. A lot of the attack's been down this left-hand side for the Falcons in the second half. Cusimano goes inside to Anaya. First touch lets him down. Christensen trying to pick up the second ball, and Kelly. Long ball up top looking for Erlinson. Has one-on-one defending with Davis. And Erlinson does well there as Davis gets the last chunk of the ball out of bounds. And while we have a moment, visit WBGU.org for free educational resources, PBS Kids content, and to stream local shows 24/7, including Scenic Stops and Stories, BGSU Brain Game, and The Journal. One of the many shows that WBGU PBS crew produces. As Christensen looking for Bergen on that left-hand side. Too much. Here's Cusimano. Finds Anaya. Out wide left to Schaefer. Pass takes a deflection, but gets it back. Anaya looking for Cusimano. That one's blocked off the leg of Suddeth. And IU able to clear. Bergen goes back to Erlinson, all the way back to Graves. So 15 minutes in, what are your overall analysis so far of the half?
You know, absent the goal, Lucas, it's been a great half for BG. Again, they've pressed the issue. They've been on the front foot. They've created chances. They've even managed to get a few on target, but no conversion of those chances. And Northern Illinois did so well to take their chance when it came up. So 1-1 with 30 minutes left. You'd still think that BG, they got 30 minutes to find that solution to the problems posed by NIU. But as this clock ticks down, it's going to start to get more and more nervous.
Bowling Green remains on the attack. Here's Beto. Hernandez swings it up, good ball towards the near post. Hernandez was arriving, goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
You know, we saw him look up, and I think he might have been trying to go there for that near post. The goalie was certainly cheating a little bit towards the middle of the box. Would have taken something special from that distance.
Arslan clears away, looking for Thomas. On the throw, the far side is Tom Deline. Foster's looking for Kelly, can't find him. Erlinson will clear this one back. The Huskies back line. Schaefer working on that one. Allen heads this one down, takes a slight deflection on the cross, but Graves comes out to collect.
Great job from Graves there, reading that. I saw his defender take a step forward before turning and stepping back, which could have created an opportunity for the attack, but Graves comes out and snuffs out the danger.
Here's Schaefer. Looking for Terry. Gonna give that one to him. Now the Huskies will look to break. Out wide left. Here's Thomas. As Huskies looking to add a second. Schaefer first to arrive at that one. So a little bit of spell possession in the offensive end for Northern Illinois, something we haven't seen a whole lot. Here's Kelly. Kelly gives this one back to Deline. Tom Deline takes a shot blocked from Erlinson and cleared away.
Great interplay on that far side from Northern Illinois. Can't quite find the shot.
Suddiff flicked on from Kelly. And good awareness once again from Graves.
We haven't seen him make a save in his own 6-yard box yet today, but we've seen him very aggressive, prowling the edges of his 18-yard box. It's been very effective. And we're saying, not a criticism there. He's had nothing to save, really. In his own 6-yard box, there's just been the header from the corner kick. Otherwise, he's had not a lot to do other than patrol those edges of his own box.
Here's Peacock, finds Hernandez out wide right. Here's Anaya. Looking long for Schaefer, does well to bring it down. Here's Painter. Looking for the overlapping run of Cusimano, and does. Cusimano finds Schaefer. Heavy touch, poked away. Corner kick, Falcons. We'll see if BG can capitalize. Cusimano scored last time these two teams played in the MVC tournament, despite that 2-1 loss. We'll see if he can get on the end on this corner kick or another Falcon. In swinging ball from Anaya. And he does get on the head on that, and that one just bounces right in front of Arslan.
Another great chance goes begging for BG. Again, they managed to get it on the frame, but that header right at the goalie.
Getting those shots on target, like you mentioned, but just haven't been able to find the second goal. The goal from Painter came in the 4th minute of the match. And so far they've been close, but no cigars. Christensen does well to block that one. It keeps the attack alive. Christensen trying to give that one to Anaya, but off the head. But a really good play from the sophomore box-to-box midfielder. Cusimano once again wins that header on Divis. So strong in the air, Kyle Cusimano. While he's playing up top or in the back three, so good at aerial duels. Deline switches one out to the left to Thomas. Here's Thomas, turns on Peacock. Puts on the ball on his right foot, finds Kevin Kelly, who will curve a shot, and that one will sail well over the bar.
Well, Kevin Kelly looking for his 3rd straight game with a goal. Gonna trust himself to take that shot from distance.
There's Bergen and Christensen. Haven't seen any subs in in this second half for both teams. We'll see if it changes on his way as Hernandez looking to find the speed of Painter. Working on Drozdek. Painter did well to get around him, but they're going to say a foul's called. And that's probably enough for Bennett, and he's going to get a yellow card.
Well, I think he's gotten a yellow there for being a habitual offender. It's certainly that was not a foul worthy of a yellow card, and I think perhaps a bit unfortunate. He's not stood out as someone who's really been committing a lot of fouls out here. But he'll have to be mindful of that now for the rest of the game. Very mindful, very demure.
Ref pointed that was 1, 2, 3, and that was enough for him. Hernandez looks to go right back to Painter and do the same again. Working on Dahlin again. Takes the contact and earns the foul. So a foul in a really good position for the Falcons, as Hernandez went right back to the same spot as Painter. Committed a foul on Dahlin, and now vice versa. So good.
Certainly the temperature is rising on that corner of the field. Might not be the only yellow card given out down there.
So another good set piece opportunity for Beto and the Falcons. Numbers in the box for the orange and brown. Whistle blows. Anaya swings this one in. Dahlin first to meet that one. A corner kick and another set piece opportunity. This one's going to be an outswinger from Anaya. Outswinging ball. And once again, Dahlin there to meet that one for the Huskies. Hernandez will do a long cross, and Arslan will have to punch that one away. Painter pokes that one initially and takes the contact from Divis. And it looks like he's going to earn a throw. Painter will stay down for the moment.
A few too many conversations, I think, between Bennett Painter and the official for comfortable watching.
So he actually earned the foul there, got to the ball first. He's been lively once again in attack. But another set piece opportunity for BG, this time on the other end. Anaya. And once again, Dahlin's there. Cleared away from Divis. Thomas heads this one down. Davis looking to break and find Gomez. BG able to stuff out the danger. Here's Anaya. Anaya looking for the run of Cusimano. That's nicely dealt with there from Sudeth. It's cleared away. Cusimano working on. No foul call. Davis went to the ground. Christensen stops that one. Anaya a little late. Anaya waving for Drozdek to get up. No foul call, but Drozdek's going to remain down here, and the clock will stop.
Well, it looks like Coach Nichols is getting ready to make another substitution. We've got 20 minutes left, and I think that little passage of play there might be emblematic of what we can expect over these final 20. BG is going to have to press the issue and see if they can find the key to unlock. They've really done everything but score. They've just got to convert one of these chances. Expecting a lot of one-way traffic over the final 20. We'll see if Coach Nichols has any other little bit of magic he can bring onto the field.
These games mean even more now that's Missouri Valley Conference play, as it will result into seeding when it comes tournament time. Here's Bergen. That cross set into the box. A little too much. Hernandez will get on the end of this one. We'll feed this one all the way back to Peacock. Now back to Christensen.
Did you guys try to call up the subs already? And if so, can you do it again?
Here's Anaya. Finds Bergen in some space. Cusimano pokes that one away, keeps the attack alive once again. Anaya looks left for Schaefer. Trying to keep this one in play and does. Schaefer back to Anaya. Cuts inside. Anaya into the box. Anaya across for Christensen over the bar.
Lovely passage of play down that left-hand side. Andrew Schaefer showing off why I said we needed to watch him. Creating the chance over to Anaya, who just can't find that final ball to Christensen to allow him to get it on target. Skies it well over the bar.
Two Falcons will come into the game. Kyle Blassingame checking in for the first time tonight. Jake Bergen will check out. Jake Lane back in the game for BG as well. Hernandez will check out. So no Dyson in this second half. Here's Blassingame in his first few touches on the ball. Started all 18 games last year for Eric Nichols.
I will tell you, he is a player I love watching. I'm excited to see what he can do over these final 18 minutes.
Finds Painter into the box. Cusimano puts on the brakes, has that one headed from Wilson, has it headed out, still alive, and Arson keeps that one in play. And saves it. He might have took a kick from a Falcon.
It was chaotic goalkeeping, but it was effective goalkeeping. I think that's been the story of his performance today on a few occasions. It's been a little bit of chaos, but it's come off each time.
As Arson will stay down, and we have a moment as both teams will regroup and get some water. Be sure to tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. for Scenic Stops and Stories on WBGU PBS, or stream full episodes for free 24/7 at wbgu.org/Scenic Stops. I'd like to give a big thank you also to Greg Murphy, who's sponsoring this broadcast, class of 1992. It helps so much with the program, with the team in terms of travel and everything that goes along in every season for the Falcons. So big thank you to Greg Murphy for tonight's broadcast, along with our entire WBGU PBS crew, as Arslan gets back up to his feet. It seems to be okay, and we'll resume action. So Will, just under 18 minutes left to go here in the second half. What do the Falcons need to do here to find a second goal?
They just need to score. They just have to convert the chances they're creating. They're doing everything right. They're taking the game to Northern Illinois. They're keeping the pressure up. When they lose the ball, they recover it quickly. They recover it in dangerous positions. They're creating chances. They're shooting the ball. They're even getting it on goal some of the time. They've just got to find the back of the net.
We'll see if they do so, as Kelly picks that one off Christensen, looking for the speed of Divis, who switched sides here, working on Peacock. Peacock's first to meet that one, clear that one out of bounds.
He seems to just have another gear he can unlock, spread his wings, has that recovery speed, and Gus Peacock has had a good, solid performance here tonight.
Deline gives this one to Kelly. In the middle, Gomez. Painter comes to meet that one, gets it back. Gomez tags that one over the bar. trying his luck from far range.
Did a great job to create the space to take a shot. Can't keep it down. But he's got good company out there for folks who can't quite keep the shot down today.
Cusimano's almost playing as a second striker now, going all the way up. Graves will recycle this one back for Cusimano. Sutter does well to win that header, and Naya wins the second ball. Takes a bump.
Well, as the camera follows the action moving forward, you might catch glimpses of what we can see in the stadium, which is that BG is really playing now with just 2 at the back and otherwise really pushing forward. I wonder if that's part of why Kyle Blasingame is in the middle of the field now to help take up a little bit more space.
Painter heads this one now. Cusimano looking for Terry and cleared away from Vasic. Corner kick, Bowling Green.
BG defending almost with a triangle at this point with 2 center backs and Christensen sitting just in front of them when they're not in possession.
Falcons have got on the end on a couple set pieces today. We'll see if they can do so here. Ball in bounds. Not cleared away, convincingly headed back into the box. Punched away from Arslan, still not cleared. And now they do. And the Huskies looking to break. Here's Thomas. Looking for Davis.
Well, as Brendan Graves tracked back, I wondered if Northern Illinois was going to try to catch him out. I don't think that's quite what he was trying to do, but I do think he thought about it.
Anaya looking to switch the ball well, and he does. Look, how about that ball? It finds Painter. Here's Lane. Moves inside. To Anaya. Rides the challenge from Gomez and earns a foul. Under 15 minutes now left to go here in the second half. Starting to get to the closing stages of the game. Do we have a late goal in it for either side? Falcons struck first early with Bennett Painter in the 4th minute, and then the Huskies equalized early in the second half with Luka Vasic off a corner.
Well, Naya tried to take that quickly, catch Northern Illinois in transition, but referee called it back, wasn't quite ready for play to continue.
Here's Anaya on the ball back post looking for Erlinson and just can't keep that one in play. So a substitute coming in for Ryan Swan in the Huskies. It'll be Divis coming out. And checking back in is Joe Hernandez. Good header there from Peacock. Terry can't grab that one cleanly. Sent out wide left to Cusimano, who's gone pretty much back up as a forward. Painter dispossessed there in the midfield. Falcons have to chase back. Lane chasing back and poking that one away from Hernandez, and then all the way back to Schaefer to win the ball. Lane, a nice little couple moves. The Illinois native. And Lane trying to find that one through Painter. Vasic. Gonna be the first one to read that one off the shin of Terry. And then cleared away. Schaefer looking for Terry a little bit too tall, but it finds a wide open Beto in the midfield. A no-look switch to Cusimano. Cusimano serves this one in, looking for Terry. Vasic first to meet it. Blasingame trying to head that one back. And once again, NIU survives.
Oh, what a pass there from Beto. He'd had his head on a swivel before he even received the ball.
And Thomas looking to kick this one to Taylor Davis, and he puts it over the bar. What an attempt. What a chance for NIU to take the lead as the Falcons were stretched out.
Well, Gus Peacock did just enough there to impact without materially disrupting the attacker. And he'll be disappointed to have put that over the bar.
Lane puts on the moves and earns a foul. And Jake Lane's gonna get a yellow card here, dove in late. Not quite sure who's the victim of that foul. We'll take another look.
It's a hard tackle, I think worthy of a yellow card there from the referee. Looks like everyone's able to continue.
That was Ben Suddeth on that foul. Senior from Winfield, Illinois, transferred from Chicago State. Has started every game since becoming a Husky. As they'll make another change as Davis will come out. Coming into the game is Grant Paskus for the first time tonight.
Well, with about 20 minutes left, we highlighted that Coach Nichols was going to be bringing on some new players and probably tweaking the formation. Don't know that it's had the desired impact at this point. I don't think there's been quite as many chances created. Still 11 minutes left to play, still plenty of time to make something happen. But time is starting to run out for these Falcons.
Under 11 minutes left, so any goal now is probably going to be considered late. And Schaefer looking for Lane. Playing into the box. Finds this one to Christensen. Nice little move from Anaya looking for Kusamato. Can't fit that one through. NIU looking to break again. Here's Paskus. And a good ball through to find Kelly. Kevin Kelly one-on-one, and a good block from Gus Peacock.
Another great chance for Northern Illinois, and I'm guessing there's going to be a few more of those before the game is out. You're going to see here that there's Anaya finds himself with a player behind him, and he's not aware. He can't quite catch up, tracking back. And with no central defender sliding over in time, Kelly's able to get the shot away.
So a corner kick for the Huskies with now 10 minutes and counting left to go here in the second half. NIU looking at their second win of the season. They scored from a corner kick early in the second half. This is going to be Deline. An in-swinging ball. Head away from Peacock. Parent trying to clear it away. It's going to fall to Hernandez. And Joe Hernandez, that one will sail over the bar.
As your legs get more and more tired, it's harder and harder to get over the ball, strike through it, and keep it down. A lot of shots going skyward as the clock ticks down. Someone's got to keep it down and get it on target.
Game has that one picked off. Here's Hernandez. Poked away from Peacock initially, but Hernandez stays with it. Gomez switches the one out for Thomas. And Zachary Thomas, I believe he tried to shoot that one there and just badly mishit it.
You could see it open up for his left foot if he'd been able to find that far corner. Good idea. I can't convert.
Erlinson looking for the run of Painter, not quite on the same page. So another turnover for the Falcons, a little bit sloppy these past couple of minutes. Gomez tries to flick that one on. No foul called. Erlinson looking for Painter. Tries to flick that one on Cusimano, gets there first, and then cleared away by Pascas. The look to go long again. Will something fall for the BG? Cusimano, Terry flicks it on, so not cleared. Gonna fall to Anaya, thought about a shot. Pascas comes first to meet it. And now foot race the other way on Gomez, and Brendan Graves comes all the way out to meet it. It's blocked off of Gomez. It's a wide open goal. Gomez gets his feet set, gives it back to Kevin Kelly. Finds to Thomas off the crossbar, and it goes off the foot of Kelly and just wide. My goodness. Wow.
Well, heart in mouths moments for Falcons fans. Brendan Graves comfortably off his line, gets to the ball first, but is unable to. I'm sorry, Lucas, we're going end to end at this point.
It's getting hot in here.
It is less than 7 left with Missouri Valley Conference action. I think both these teams are going for it, and it's going to make it a pretty entertaining final 7.
Arson couldn't clear that one in a day. Goalie's down. There's no one in the box. Schaefer couldn't get his head up in time. Ref still hasn't blown whistle. And now an NIU defender down. There's no one in goal for the Huskies. And now the clock will stop with 6:30 left to play.
And I'll flag this for everyone's consideration, that generally speaking, if you have consistently gone to the ground for much of the game, the referee is not as likely to view you favorably when you go down at an opportune time for your team and an unfavorable time for the other. And I think their goalie was perhaps a victim of that. He has been all over the place, especially here in the second half. Not surprised that the referee did not stop play for that. And you see he is up and walking around. He is fine. So not surprised the referee didn't stop play. Glad he didn't. And no further action taken, I think, at this point.
And I believe that's Jacob Drozic for the Huskies down on the other end. Looks like he's just cramping. You see there, Will, Arslan for NIU was furious with the referee for not blowing the play dead. There was no one in goal for the Huskies there on the attack. Schaefer just couldn't get the ball past a Husky defender.
Huge opportunity there for BG, and he still wants to come and talk to the referee. I think it's pretty clear what happened and what his decision is. Temper's certainly running hot here in the final 6.5.
Let's go back to that chance.
Oh my!
With the Huskies, I mean Zachariah Thomas just ricocheting that one off the crossbar. All he needed was to put that one on frame. The only person on the line, I believe, was Peacock.
Well, and it was a great hustle play from Thomas. He had to go. He sprinted the entire length of the field when the ball was otherwise on the far hand side. He sprinted solidly 90 yards to get into that dangerous position and just was not able to find the final touch. It was a great play from him, other than he really couldn't have come closer to scoring without scoring. And he'll be very disappointed to have seen that hit the bar.
We should be in for a fun final 6:30 as Drozic will come out for Braden Beard for NIU.
We do have a tasty 6.5. The tempers have finally flared. The Cochrane is engaged. The crowd is loud. They want a goal. And we'll see if the Falcons can go find it.
Here's Blasingame. Trying to get that one to Schaefer. Pascas looking out wide right to Thomas. Here's Davis. Clips this one back in. Lane couldn't get that one. Thomas, and another missed hit shot as it goes wide. Here's Erlinson looking long. Southern reads that one well. Erlinson Was looking down the line for Painter, goes out of bounds. Suddeth able to find Beer, but the offside flag goes up.
Well, I thought he just managed to stay on side. He'd found himself in a great position. The flag does go up. And we talked about for most of this game, Lucas, it was one-way traffic, but it's not been the case the last 5, maybe 10 minutes. NIU has had their chances to take the lead, just as Bowling Green has as well.
Cusimano wins that header. Painter takes a bump from Thomas. A nice defensive check there from the Huskies.
Oh, great defensive work. We highlighted Peacock earlier doing enough to maybe disrupt without fouling a player at the other end. A great work from Northern Illinois to do the same.
How about Anaya stepping in to win that one? Painter tackled away there from Wilson. And the Huskies looking to break. And a nice sliding challenge from Jake Lane. And he's taken down from the back of himself on Hernandez. End-to-end stuff. Anaya swings this one in the box. Terry flicks it on. A right to the feet of Gomez. Peacock has this one back. Looking for blasting game. Christensen first to that one. Finds Painter. Wilson, a good step. And unable to control that one for NIU out of bounds. Now we're under 4 minutes. Listen to Anaya. All 10 field players for the Huskies back behind the ball. Schaefer in the box. Painter couldn't win that one initially. Head up again. Wins the second one, however. Back to Lane, back to Painter. That one's blocked, gets it back. Painter! Painter paints another masterclass at Cochrane Stadium. Is it another late winner? What can you say, Will?
A testament to hard work and perseverance for these Falcons. Both the goal itself, Painter not giving up on the play, following the shot, able to convert at the end, and the Falcons this entire game has kept up, persevered, have followed their shots, and finally get one on target. And what happens after they get one on target? They finally get another ball spilled out, and they capitalize.
It's not the first shot, it's not the second shot, it's the third shot. Never gave up on the play. My goodness.
It's not the prettiest goal he's gonna score, but he's not gonna score too many goals that are more timely than that.
He scored the game-winning goal against Wright State in the season opener to win 3-2. We have 3 minutes left to go here. Will that be the difference?
Well, Cochrane Stadium is bouncing here, Lucas. You can see on the far side, Coach Nichols shouting out instructions to his players. They now have 197 seconds to hold on to this lead and make sure that a late winner does not turn into an even later tragedy.
Taylor Dyson checks back in the game for Anaya, so it looks to be 3 holding mids for BG, so you're probably going to see a little bit more defensive approach these final 3 minutes and a more attacking approach for the Huskies. And a missed touch from Wilson off the kick. Terry looking to net a third, and that's blocked from Vasic.
Well, the outcry from Northern Illinois would have been loud and justified. Trace Terry was solidly 2 yards into the opponent's half when that restart was taken. Gave him a quick start, able to get to that ball first and create a chance from what should have been nothing.
Here's Terry. Here comes closing time. In the corner, gave that one away. Christensen wins that one back. Laying up the Painter. He's a couple of blocks and then cleared up from Deline. Long ball over the top, looking for Beard. Peacock will touch it down. And Lane will just clear that one up to the applause of the Falcon faithful. Wilson to Suddeth. Looks long. And Graves will take his time. It's just remarkable the role that Painter had to take with the loss of players like Eli Shope and Nathan Masters. And not only does he start, he plays pretty much every single minute of every game. And now
he can't stop scoring.
5 goals on the year. Someone check his temperature. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer working on 2 Husky defenders and earns a throw. Good work from the former Columbus Crew Academy player. Here's Bennett. Takes a shove, another throw in for BG with a minute to go. Gomez clears this one up. Thomas can't win that one off Christensen. Dyson gives it back to Christensen. Rises the challenge on the side of, earns another Falcon throw.
Ooh, yeah, pretty obvious foul there. That's such a great job earning the free kick there.
Painter earns the foul. Goes to the corner, and Falcons get out of it. Here's Schaefer, and we'll just put that one out of bounds, but kicks it off the shin and a little bit of jawing going back and forth. Well, we talked about the history between these two teams. Ref still hasn't stopped the clock. And the buzzer sounds now. We'll see if that's it. And it is. So a little bit of a controversial end towards the end. And Terry talking with Hernandez. And a little bit of chippiness. No love lost between these two sides, Will, but a revenge is a dish best served cold. The Falcons move to 1-0 on the Missouri Valley Conference. Get a win and move to 5 wins and just 1 loss on the year.
Oh, and we love the extra credit, don't we, Lucas? Both these teams care a lot about this conference play matchup, and I think they might remember each other from last year. Teams have been separated. Looking forward, I think, to the rubber match later on. Great start for Bowling Green here in MVC play. And Bennett Painter, what can we say about the composure and being in the right place at the right time today?
What a win for the Falcons. And they begin conference play 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to Northern Kentucky University Norses. They're 5-1 on the year, and it's big to that man, number 12, Bennett Painter. That's going to do it from us here up in the booth. From my broadcast partner, Will Earhart, I'm Lucas Clammer. Thank you to Jesse, Linus, Sarah, Raymond, Josh, Mark, and the entire WBGU PBS crew for this big win as the Falcons take down the Northern Illinois Huskies 2-1 here at Cochrane Stadium. So long, everybody.